Looking for it, Josh. One more. Ooh.
1v1, let's go.
All right. 16-19.
Come on, Roz, game point.
Ooh, it doesn't matter. Woo.
All right, come on.
All right. 19-19.
They can't stop me, bro. They can't stop me, bro.
Oh. Shake takes it home with a dunk.
Let's go. Good game, man.
19-21, Shake. I'll take that. That was back and forth. That was nice.
Hey, LV hitting shots from the right.
Welcome, sports fans. Thanks for joining us. It's the NBA. And now the opening lineup for Boston. They've got Towns. Thompson is out there with Gilgeous-Alexander. Then there's Walker Kessler. And it's Ingram in at the 3 slot. And for the Kings, Obi Toppin out there with LeBron James. Then there's Ayton. And it's Fox. And it's Reeves in at the 2. Nearing the midway point of the season now, GA, what do you think is most important for teams to focus on at this point?
I think just trying to establish overall continuity. You want to head into the second half of the season with some momentum behind you, as well as just general confidence.
And the first one drops. And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
Ingram against James. Here's Thompson. Sacramento grabs the miss. And guys, this is the first they're seeing of Boston.
And we saw how competitive and entertaining the season series was between these two terrific teams last year.
Yeah, people who saw this game got their money's worth, and it was fitting that they split the season series, given the enormous talent level on both sides.
And that one's good, Ingram.
Ingram and that body and that maturation showing off in plays just like that.
Here's Reeves. He's covered by Thompson. Passes it to Toppin. And Fox has it in the corner. Shot clock at 5. Got a piece of it. And that's out of bounds. Sacramento will retain possession.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, appreciate the work right now on the defensive end.
Just 3 to shoot. Unloads from 13. Reeves can't hit.
Well, that mid-range, Jay, usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
Ingram. And slam dunk by Ingram.
Man, these Kevin Durant comparisons are starting to come to fruition right here, especially when Ingram is finishing with power on the drive.
To the inside. And that one's good, Ayton.
And this is the attack mindset you want to see coming into the game.
Tone setting right here early. Love that tenacity.
And last season, Greg, the Kings clinched their first Pacific Division title in 20 years.
And they repeated as division champs back in 02 and 03, something they're hoping to achieve again this year as the Kings build off of their breakout season.
So much attention on James. He's able to get it to a teammate. That's a great look.
Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Thompson. The pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Offensive rebound. Kessler. Some solid defense from Ayton. For Sacramento, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Pass to Reeves. Pass to Toppin. Launches a 3. Here's Ayton. No good on that one. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. Trailing by 2. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's going to be on Obi Toppin.
He gets really smooth sometimes. Gilgeous-Alexander has some size. He challenged the defense with it that time.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good.
And that 2018 draft, you think about those names: Doncic, Young, Ayton, Jaren Jackson Jr., and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Boy, that's a lot to begin with.
Both good from the line that time. The Kings come into this one following a loss to the Warriors in San Francisco. Fox finds James. Kings moving the ball around. Here's Ayton. Kessler with the rebound. Kessler's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And the rejection by James.
Big-time swat, LeBron James making his presence felt.
And now the first timeout called here for Boston.
And coaches looking to seize every advantage, maximize every possession.
Got to feel good as a coach if you make all those adjustments, pull the right strings. That's what they love to do.
It's time now to look at the NBA's top shooting teams from a season ago. The Kings in second.
Hard to shoot the ball any better than they did. I mean, they weren't the best in the league, but, man, they were right there.
Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Ingram against LeBron. Gilgeous-Alexander. Shot's good, and it's Ingram with the assist.
Refusing to back down. What a gorgeous move by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Here's Reeves. He dishes it to LeBron. Buries the long-range jumper.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Passes it to Thompson. Here's Ingram, covered by LeBron. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Got it despite fading back a bit. Ingram's got 6.
3 or 4 to start. Young fella came to play.
Brandon Ingram, Tiny Dog is what they called him when he first got into the NBA, Brent. And he has become a very loud bark. What a player.
Yeah, Kevin, a lot of talk about him having to jump around in the shower to get wet, but he has put on the weight and become ferocious on the offensive end. This guy does not back down, and he's worked hard to fill out that frame.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
So the Kings call timeout. They're first. You know, Greg, one place you really see Walker Kessler making his presence felt is on the defensive end.
And, boy, he has got a nose for blocks, doesn't he? I mean, able to detect shots forming and get a hand on the ball. It is such a gift that allows this guy to make such a big difference on that side of the ball.
making some changes. Larry Nance is checked in for 8. B.J. Washington comes in for Toppin. And Henderson subbed in for Fox. The Celtics also changing it up. James Wiseman, he's checked in for Karl Anthony Towns. Dylan Brooks comes in for Ingram. And Daniels subbed in for Thompson. And Henderson gets it to go on the assist by Nance.
Beating some good D. Scoot gets way up and can simply hang even over taller guys.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Kessler passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Wiseman. Rebound by the Kings. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Warriors.
Yeah, I mean, on the road, their defense was just overrun. Couldn't match the intensity of the opponent, and it cost them.
Well, let's hope there isn't any carryover from that letdown in this one.
Here's LeBron. The layup off target. Austin's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Daniels passes to Wiseman. Yep, that one goes in there.
Well, Wiseman's quickness just beating the defense that time to get to his shot.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Henderson looking it over. And it's blocked by Gilgeous-Alexander.
And the wingspan coming into play for SGA, just getting on top of that one.
Martin, he's checked in for Sacramento. Wallace comes in for Austin Reeves. And the Celtics also making a change. Vanderbilt's checked in for Walker Kessler. .136 left in the first quarter of the game. Washington now in the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
What a great option he gives them on every possession.
And here is Brooks. Boy, he just disappeared against San Antonio, and they really needed him. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander missing.
Things are going south right now. This is not the type of shooting that his teammates expect from him.
Wallace dishes to Henderson. The pass to Martin. Rocket 6. Driving in. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there.
A lot of defenders choose to just back up off of him when he's in that tight, try to avoid the and one, and this time they're not backing off.
Daniels with it. He's covered by Washington. And Gilgeous-Alexander gets it to go. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 6.
Assertive shot by Gilgeous-Alexander, not giving him a chance.
Nance down low. He's covered by Wiseman. Nance in the post. Nothing on the board. Comes up empty down low. Celtics leading by 3. Wiseman the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Shoots over Henderson. Knocks down the step back Jay.
Excellent shot from SGA. I like seeing them shake loose in the mid-range.
Daniels from outside. Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, guys, has been on display for the Boston Celtics. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. We've got more in store for you right after this. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. What do you guys think about the Celtics here in this one?
Well, their effort on the defensive end has set the tone for this game.
That defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
And Brent, as someone who's been around the game your entire life, what advice do you give young, aspiring players?
Well, I think the biggest thing for me, Kevin, is to find the correct mentorship to where it is that you want to go. If you can find a player that's proven himself, it's about the right things, and you can get access to them. And trust me, they're more than willing to share their knowledge. Go find a great mentor.
So with LeBron on the bench, this is the group Mike Brown has right now. De'Aaron Fox out there with Wallace. Then there's Toppin. Then it's Martin. And it's Ayton in at the center, filling out the middle. And the Kings making a change here. James is checked in.
One shot.
Hey, Greg, even by modern big man standards, Karl Anthony Towns can really shoot the three.
Yeah, and the only center to win a three-point shooting contest. Towns has developed a terrific stroke, and he just shoots the ball as well as most of the guards in our league.
Now here's LeBron. Last time out he had 13 points. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Wallace, and the rejection by Towns.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Celtics.
Their defense has been so aggressive right out of the gate, wasting no time shutting shooters down here with authority.
They've done a great job tonight of getting out in transition, so that focus on fast break will add to your total in a hurry.
James. Shot goes down. Very quick possession right there.
The assist.
James has got 5.
Instead of playing through LeBron, that time they set him up.
And Gilgeous-Alexander throws it down.
Assist goes to.
And just tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard. Pass to Ayton. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
You wonder if Ayton's one of those guys who realizes just how physical and tough he can be.
First personal
And Brent, we know one guy who would have been valuable in any era. DeAndre Ayton.
Yeah, with that size, he got that old school drawback to the post, physical center type of physique, but he works mostly on the block and doesn't create a lot down there. Each year he's trying to add a little bit more to his repertoire.
Free throw drops for Ayton.
Well, Ayton and efficiency go hand in hand. I mean, this guy's field goal percentage is on cloud 9.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. What you got for us, DA?
Thank you, Kevin. De'Aaron Fox is taking his game to new heights. Coach Mike Brown says the exciting part about Foxy is he's just starting to scratch the surface of who will end up being in this league. His feel and skill set are both off the charts. His speed is unbelievable, and his ability to get his own shots at his size is second to none. Kevin?
David, I agree. He is special. Hey, thanks for the report.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Thompson from long range. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
Yeah, and their shooting really starting to pick up here in the second.
A floater, and there's the nice layup by Fox. Fox has got his first points of the night.
That's a pretty shot from Fox. De'Aaron just so quick.
James against Ingram. Here's Towns. Toppin pulls it in.
He creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go. Even with the defense not really a factor.
Boston leading by 9. Here's Watson. No good with the layup.
How about the timing he shows there to challenge that shot?
Yeah, not easy to do there, and that's a guy that you can tell takes every possession defensively very seriously.
Now here's Wallace. The Kings need to get off a shot here. 2 open that time. Made it look too easy.
And Toppin not thinking twice on that jumper.
Now here's Watson. Guarded by Fox. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
First personal foul.
Boston shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight.
And a season ago at the charity stripe, this is a group that shot an impressive 81%.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw drops for Watson. Austin Reeves is checked in for Sacramento. Boston also with the sub. Brooks checked in. And good on the second, so he makes them both. The Kings trailed by 9. James with it. He has 5. Second shot opportunity. Misses the layup.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Pass to Towns. Lets it go from the wing. And there's the call on Klay Thompson. That'll be his second foul of the game. Some changes for Sacramento. Washington's checked in for DeAndre. And Martin is in for James. Daniels is checked in for Boston. For Sacramento, they've gotten exactly half their shots to go down here in the second. 5 of 10. Fox passes to Reeves. Stolen by Brooks. Now Ingram. He's got 6. Lobbed up there for Thompson. Fox with the steal. He lobs it up. And the turnover again by Sacramento. With this pause in the action, let's show you the teams that have scored the most points in the league last season. Number 1, the Kings. In 4th, the Celtics.
You love when you get these two teams together. Just an absolute shootout because both of them can put up a ton of points.
Brooks kicks to Thompson. Thompson with the 3.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
Here's Fox. And it's Daniels with the rebound. Last game for the Celtics, it was a loss to the Spurs. Now here's Brooks. That one goes. Counted. Brooks has got the lead up to 14 now for the Celtics.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
They need this. And Fox finishes it off. Fox has got 4 points this quarter.
Fox getting in, nifty scoring there, not hesitating inside.
Now a timeout called by Boston. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with San Antonio.
Poor execution in that one. Not sure what led to the lack of focus, but coaching staff definitely not happy.
And they made some comments themselves that some of the fault might have lied with them because they didn't go in with the best of game plans and they didn't make the right adjustments. So we'll see tonight if they do.
And some changes here for the Kings. Vance comes in for Toppin. And Henderson subbed in for Austin Reeves. Vanderbilt's checked in for the Celtics. Gilgeous-Alexander comes in for Ingram. Good on the shot. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 4 this quarter.
And we're all too familiar with these kind of outbursts from SGA.
Fox passes to Washington. Nice D from Brooks.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Thompson in the corner. 1:46 left here in the second. And Gilgeous-Alexander throws it down.
What a save by Gilgeous-Alexander, just outworking the defense for a second look.
Outside, Martin. Back to Henderson. Over Daniels. And another shot. The shot's good from Nance.
Well, Nance can be quick, and this time out-hustles his opponent to the offensive board.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Three-pointer, Brooks. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. Outside, Martin. Fox passes to Nance. Some nice ball movement here by the Kings. Henderson inside the three-point line. Vanderbilt with the rebound. Gilgeous-Alexander with it. And it's Martin picking him up. Here's Brooks. Excellent defense there from Henderson. Outside, Martin. That's a no-go, and he's still looking for his first bucket after 2 shots. Here's Thompson, and they call the foul, so he's got the and-one chance here to make it a three-point play.
Superb job by Clay to draw the contact for the and-one opportunity. Great focus on the play.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. LeBron's checked in for Sacramento. Wallace comes in for De'Aaron Fox. And the Celtics also making a change. James Wiseman, he's checked in for Dylan Brooks. That free throw good from Thompson.
And Klay Thompson, really one of the more pretty jump shots in the NBA. I hope kids are watching. No wasted motion, incredible efficiency, and the mechanics really do set the gold standard.
Here's James. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Third personal foul.
First trip to the line for him here.
77% shooter at the line a season ago. Those are better than average numbers.
The first one falls.
And the sustained greatness of LeBron James, just something when you take a step back, you really marvel at. And we truly have been witnesses to something special.
Good on both. Gilgeous-Alexander surveying the D. Nance with some nice D. And so it's Boston riding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. Their defensive mindset clearly focused on clamping down on LeBron James, and their game plan is working. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Carl, you guys have built a lead. What is the key to maintaining or increasing it going forward?
I mean, don't change what we're doing. Just stay together, keep passing the ball, keep playing great defense, and just keep making them think and make decisions, especially the difficult ones.
You had the advantage in the first half. We'll see if you can keep that advantage in the second half. Thanks for your time, man. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaq is here. Kenny's here. You're watching the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander led the way in the first half. He had 14 points and 1 block. He's definitely heated up over the last few games, and we're seeing some of that same recipe here tonight. Kenny, what's your take on Boston so far?
Their control of the boards is a big reason for this lead. Seems like it might have been their game plan coming in. Send multiple guys to the rim when the shot goes up.
Shaq, what's your take on Sacramento?
They're getting abused in the paint defensively, letting their opponents set the tone. Can't match up physically, you're toast. That's what the scoreboard is reflecting right now. Toast with butter.
And that's going to do it for us here. The second half of action is coming your way.
with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. You know, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has been exceptional here tonight, guys.
And guys, we saw just how tough he can be with the step to the rim. Great job of just attacking that first half.
Yeah, nice job of carving his way to the inside with some ease. Not much resistance out there.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. Starting off the second half, here's Joe Mazzulla's 5. We've got Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Karl Anthony Towns is out there with Brandon Ingram. And there's Klay Thompson. And it's Kessler in after the 5. And they call an illegal screen here.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
Yeah, everybody saw that one. That was pretty blatant there.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Inside. And Ingram with the basket on the assist from Gilgeous-Alexander.
Well, a solid facilitator. It helps that the defense thinks that Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is going to shoot and not pass.
Here's LeBron, and LeBron throws it down.
And that's exactly what they need to do right now. I mean, just attack the basket. And, hey, if you get fouled, maybe you get some free throws out of it.
Now here's Thompson. 9 points in the game so far. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Those 3-pointers off the mark. The Kings trailed by 15. Here's Reeves. Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
The big guy going up and trying to rip that rim off.
Thompson looking for an opening. Passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. Such a wide open look. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 16 points.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Seems to be nobody standing in his way. No roadblocks for him to get to his spot, capitalize, and continue to be aggressive.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Down low. Here's Kessler. And it's Ayton with the rebound. Ayton's got 7 rebounds in the game. Fox kicks to LeBron. Feeds to Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
But look at the basket, guys, still shaking. Now a timeout called by Boston.
Okay, Sacramento, time to get loud and make some noise for your 916 crew.
And the Kings making a change here. Martin's checked in, and the Celtics also making a change. Watson, he's checked in for Klay Thompson. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. And here's Watson. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Shot clock at 6. Boston, no good that time either. The Kings trailed by 11. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Now, the league does not like it when trade requests play out publicly. Commissioner Adam Silver says it needs to be a two-way street. Teams provide enormous guarantees to players, and the expectation is they'll meet their end of the bargain. He understands there will always be some trade requests, but he wants them to remain behind closed doors. Kevin?
Good luck. David, thanks.
He can be just lethal from the perimeter, even though he didn't get good looks in the first quarter. Will that make right there? That could change things.
Now here's James. 9 points in the game so far. Here's Reeves. And Boston with the rebound. 17 points was their biggest margin. Following this one, they get to host the Hornets. That game is the first and last of their homestand. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Towns. And then Karl-Anthony Towns with the jam.
Oh, my. Karl-Anthony Towns with a little extra emphasis on that one.
And that last look brought to you by the AT&T 5G Slam King.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Now here's LeBron. LeBron James charging through contact.
And I like that they're not settling. Hitting the ball on the interior, 8 of their last 10 coming that way.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. And that one drops. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 21 in the game.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento.
Whether things are good, bad, or indifferent, coaches will have adjustments to make throughout the course of the game.
Yeah, not just there to pump up or to discipline players. You got to make sure that the coach makes the proper adjustments and has his team in the right mindset to carry it out.
Changes for Sacramento. Washington's checked in for Kenyon Martin. Wallace comes in for Austin Reeves. And Scoot Henderson subbed in for De'Aaron Fox. Then for the Celtics, James Wiseman. He's checked in for Walker Kessler. Brooks comes in for Towns. And Dyson Daniels subbed in for Brandon Ingram. Henderson inside the three-point line. And good. Got the English that time as he ball.
Henderson's the kind of playmaker a team can build an offense around. He doesn't make a lot of mistakes.
Now here's James. He's covered by Daniels. Washington, that's good.
Traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
The pass to Brooks. The Celtics working the ball around now. Here's Daniels. James defending. The shot's good from Wiseman.
Wiseman clever on that pick and roll, finds the space.
Here's Henderson. Pass to Wallace. Back to Henderson. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. A flawless finish on the alley-oop.
No hesitation at all on the alley-oop. Saw his teammate with a pass to the hoop, and bang, lobbed it right up there.
And he was ready for it when he elevated and made the catch. Great positioning on the putback. Wiseman's got 4 points in the quarter.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Washington passes to Ayton. Over Wiseman. That's in. The Celtic lead is cut down now to just 12 points with the basket from Ayton.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
To the wing on the left. Here's Watson, and the rejection by Ayton.
So he has the size and can get up quickly. Ayton with the throwback.
Henderson passes to LeBron. LeBron playing like a big man inside.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
The coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over.
Get loud right now. We've got some T-shirts. We are going out right now.
Nancy's checked in for Washington. Vanderbilt's checked in for Boston. Klay Thompson comes in for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Vanderbilt with it. No scoring in this one. Brooks outside. Wiseman kicks to Daniels. A three-pointer is right on target.
Controlling the defensive glass has been a problem here tonight.
The Kings trailed by 13. There's 37 seconds left in the third. Wallace outside. Nance down low. He's against Vanderbilt. Nance passes to Henderson. Bucket is good.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
The Kings shooting the 6th attempt at the free throw line tonight.
Yeah, and 79% from the line as a team a season ago. Pretty reliable in that regard.
One shot.
In a league of the best athletes in the world, Scoot Henderson stands out. He can just levitate in the air, blow by defenders. Scoot putting on a show.
Now Thompson. For three.
The defense has to be besides themselves there. Terrific shot to close out the quarter by him.
And so it's Boston. 13 points up at the end of the period. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. And Sacramento has possession. It's a 13-point game. So with LeBron on the bench, this is the group Mike Brown has right now. Martin is out there with Toppin. Then it's Henderson. And it's Nance, and it's Reeves in at the 2 spot.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
And Scoot Henderson picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
Celtics substitution. It's close, but, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Celtics making a switch here. Gilgeous-Alexander's checked in. So it's Boston now. 17 points was their biggest margin. To the middle. Thompson outside. 6 to shoot. Takes the 3. They get the rebound. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
That's what he gives you, a big-time presence on the glass.
And you know what, Greg? Once he gets his hands on it, he's not even thinking about kicking it out.
Oh, his competitiveness right now is why the teammates love him.
Now here's Henderson. The rebound by the Celtics. Kessler's got 11 rebounds in the game. Here's Ingram. Sacramento grabs the miss. Now here's Henderson. Pass to Martin. Back to Henderson. That one misses. Good D by Gilgeous-Alexander. And there's a whistle. That's going to go on Walker Kessler.
Substitution for
that is his first foul of the game. And some changes here for the Kings. Washington's checked in for Nance. And it's Fox in for Scoot Henderson. The Kings trail by 15. And he lobs it up toward the rim. Towns with the steal. Passes it to Thompson. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got 3 assists in the game.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Timeout called by the Kings.
Definitely not pleased with their rebounding at the defensive end. The number of putbacks they've allowed has been terrible. I'm sure that's what he's going to address during this timeout.
Checked in for the Kings.
For your 9-1-6 crew.
Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the 4th. And Karl Anthony Towns pulls it down. Towns has got 5 rebounds tonight. Thompson outside. From outside the arc. Wow, through the contact, and that 3 almost went in, so he'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
Second team foul.
In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Celtics.
Great game for them offensively. I mean, coaches love seeing multiple shots per possession and then converting those second chance opportunities.
I feel like another part of tonight's game has been the hustle points, getting up and down, getting second chances, getting transition opportunities. They've been fantastic in that area.
And he hits the first of 3. And you think about Klay Thompson's career, Brent, an incredibly resilient player. Look at all he's overcome.
Now you think about those injury cards dealt out to Klay. Well, here's an ACL. Not only that, he gets the Achilles card. So he did it twice, and he continues to play at a high level.
And he sinks the second. Hey, Brent, in general, as we widen the lens here, what do you think current NBA teams could do better?
Well, it's going to be interesting, Kevin, to see how, with the defensive 3-second rule sort of disappearing, how many more coaches are able to implement combinations of zone defenses. They're going to take away what it is that a team likes to do in the half court of their execution. Along with that, certainly clock management and timeouts, maybe more usage of their actual roster, going a little bit deeper during the regular season to explore those kind of tactics. And don't forget about all those experiments. They could happen in the G League as well.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
And there's the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. And the shot goes in. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 12 points here in the second half.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Washington against Towns. Ayton, and he uses the glass on the layup.
Disappointing as a player to have such a great game and still be trailing. Not over yet, though.
Up top, Gilgeous-Alexander. Guarded by Fox. Knocks it loose. And stolen by Ayton. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Washington passes to Fox. Goes back up. And Boston with the rebound. Pass to Kessler. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. Washington passes to Fox. Over Kessler. It's tipped.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
And it's Gilgeous-Alexander missing. The Kings trailed by 21. Here's Reeves. Takes it inside. Tipped away. Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. Greg, a lot more awareness in the league about the importance of mental health. Why is that so necessary?
I mean, Kevin, the level of stress now has really grown. These players are under this huge microscope that now often extends to their families. And this is such a highly competitive environment. It is far more than just a game.
And it's good for two. And that's 10 points for Brandon Ingram.
Ingram that time just staying with that shot and knocking it down.
He lobs up the alley-oop pass.
Yeah, nice silky finish on the alley-oop from the stupendous feed.
That sequence couldn't have been executed any better. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Kessler. Thompson outside, trying to find Towns. Gets it to him. Pass to Kessler. Some solid defense from Ayton. And so Ayton will bring it up for the Kings. Reeves the pass to Washington. And then Washington with the dunk.
Wow, that is awesome to see the small man challenge the big man. Sometimes when you jump, you can be taller than the big fella.
Thompson outside. Releases from the wing and timeout. And the Celtics lead by 21.
How about Clay showing off his handle as he finds some open room to get to the score?
Timeout called by the Kings. Brett, you're in a team's front office, and the voices of sports medicine experts seem to be carrying more weight than ever before.
Yeah, it's been so interesting to see the way that the league is navigating this, because it's hard to say where the proof is that load management is actually working. And during the time that I was playing, I remember Karl Malone and John Stockton getting 82 games in at 38 minutes a night and never missing the contest. So we'll see if time does tell that guys will get back on the floor and play a little bit more often.
present our New Balance Player of the Game, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
And what an amazing ball game we've seen from him. It's been a one-man show worth the price of admission all by itself. There wasn't anything he couldn't do on that court tonight.
And this is exactly what a star player is supposed to do. Coming off a loss, he made sure they weren't going to make it 2 in a row. Fox passes to LeBron. Back to Fox. Floats it up for James.
And another great performance here from LeBron on the offensive end. Man, that is the norm.
Assisted by De'Aaron Fox.
Celtics leading by 19 points. Thompson outside. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Thompson. The Celtics working the ball around now. That one drops for him. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 7 points here in this quarter.
James
Wiseman, that long frame and that left hand, able to whip that pass to his teammate.
LeBron against Ingram. Here's Ayton. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. Ayton's got 10 points here in the second half.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for Boston.
The key here, guys, was second chance points.
They pounded the offensive glass and won the scrambles for loose balls, giving them plenty of added opportunity.
And during the long NBA season, each contest important here tonight. Tonight's win will give them 4 on the season. The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Just knows how to fill it up, and that's exactly what he did tonight. Nobody that they assigned to him could really get a handle on him.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander following the score by Obi Toppin. And so it looks like the Celtics will retain possession here. And some changes here for the Kings. Nancy's checked in for Toppin. Wallace comes in for Austin Reeves. And Scoot Henderson subbed in for De'Aaron Fox. Here's Thompson. Drains it from beyond the arc.
But the truth is they've had control of this game.
Yeah, looks like a veteran team tonight, getting out on the road, playing with assertiveness, confidence, fully in control for this win.
Now here's Henderson. Nance outside, just 5 on the clock. Here's Wallace, and it's blocked. And they get it back. They get it back. Ayton dishes to Wallace. Henderson outside. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one.
That's the end of
to come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Clay, what is the key to the way you played tonight?
Well, I'm just used to pace the game by now, and my teammates do a good job of finding me when I'm open, so all credit goes to them. I just catch and fire when I'm open.
And they found the shooter, and he shot. Thanks, Clay. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thanks so much. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. So long and good night, everyone. You